It doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter how low you have sunk and how bleak your situations. It doesn't matter how many bad failures and experiences you have in the past. I want you to know that this is not the end. This is not the end of your story. This is not the end of your final chapter. This is not the end of your book. This is not the end of your future. This is not the end of your life. It may be hard. Somebody say, Mr. Honey, you don't know what I'm going through? Come on, man. Everybody has his share. In this life that we're living today, everyone has his share. But I want you to know that if you are committed to using this pain, to using it to build your character, finding a greater meaning for the pain, in time you can turn your life round and help others going through the same struggles. The world right now is in the middle of a mental health crisis. It's estimated that half of the population will suffer from depression on some stage of their lives. So rather than join the queue, it's better to turn your life around and be a positive thing for others. And I will tell you a reason. The reasons anyone get depressed always comes down to the consistent thought we think and the consistent belief we hold. I will say that again. The reasons anyone gets depressed always comes down to the consistent thoughts we think and the consistent beliefs we hold. In school they taught us how to get a job, and now we got a job. But no one teaches us how to stay in a state of happiness. No one teaches us how to be happy. They just taught us how to get a job. So guys, this doesn't mean that life will suddenly be perfect. The same life challenges will show up again and again and again and again and again. I keep thinking that tomorrow if I solve this problem, I will be happy. I don't have much problem tomorrow. That was in my office. And tomorrow I go office, I solve that problem, and again another one show up, and then again another one, and then again another one. It's like that. The same challenges will show up many times sometimes. So life is about challenge, whether you are strong enough to accept this challenge or not. If you accept the challenges, you will improve. If you just be coward and disregard it, you will go back to your old comfort zone, and then there you will do nothing. You don't have anything new in your life. Life is about overcoming problems and challenges. Life is about holding on tenaciously. And I want to tell you also, living your life by your terms and changing your life, changing your habits, changing your ideas, it isn't gonna be easy. It's hard. It's difficult. But if you just hang in there, stay with yourself for a little while, you'll find that this tough moment will pass. You will find that these tough problems will pass. And if you are committed to using these problems, to using it to build your own self, your own character in life, you'll find out that these problems are very vital and important to your progress. To make a new progress in your life, you need to step some stairs. And if you hold on tenaciously, you will discover a lot of things about yourself, a lot of things about your personality, about your mentality. You will discover that you are greater than your circumstances, you are greater than the problem that's facing you. You will discover that you are greater than anything else, and you can overcome all the problems and make your bridge and cross the river, cross the other side where great things, great word is waiting for you, because you only hold on and you stick on to what you want. And the only people who are, and I will tell you something before I forget this. You've got to pay a price for everything you want. You've got to pay. And if you have a real and a clear vision and purpose in life, the price is easy to pay. Guess what? Guess who can do that? Anybody. Anybody can do that. Anybody can pay. If the goal, if your goal in life and your purpose in life is clear, if you set a clear goal in your life, the price will be easy to pay. Guess what the price? The price is some books, some seminars, some videos on YouTube, some meetings with knowledgeable people. This is the price. And guess who can do that? Anybody. Anybody can do this. Anyone can do this. I did it. A lot of people did this before me. And you know, our mind tend to believe, if you say something, for example, it's impossible to do that thing, our mind will believe, our subconscious mind will believe that. And before 20 years ago, the common beliefs, and it became common because many people, almost all the people agreed that this is impossible. That beliefs is about that human cannot cross the five mile in less than one minute. After that, someone called Royal, he came along and he broke that barrier. And from that moment, 20 years ago up to now, more than 50,000 people have done this. 50,000 people, including high school kids. That barrier that was unreachable, that was impossible, now more than 50,000 people have done this. Why? What's the reason? The reason is that when the people came to the race, when they came to the track, they know that somebody has done it before. And because somebody has done it before, it's possible for them to do it too. So it's possible for you, whether you want to be anything in this life. It's possible if you just, and life is iffy. We always say, if you work on yourself. And trying to work on yourself more than you working on your job, to make an investment in your future, work on yourself more than on your job. And I'll tell you a short story about how to committing and how to be stick it out. Two guys working at the same company, doing the same responsibilities. They are in charge of the same work. They are clicking and click out together. They take the same transportation. They are similar background. They are well educated. They are skilled. They are highly experienced. They are knowledgeable people. Two guys, they are two close friends. So the company, while the bankruptcy let them off, they are looking again for a job. They kept looking. One of them became tired. He said, I fed up with always every day going to look for a job. I'm not gonna look at job anymore. So he stopped. Guess who can do that? Anybody who don't have a real vision can stop. So he stopped looking at the job. He stayed home, talking very, very negative, and became very toxic and argumentative with his wife, picking phone every day, talking to his other unemployed friends, talking about why the economy became very bad, he became very cynical about life. So let's go to that other guy. That other guy kept looking, kept checking the newspapers, kept checking the internet sites, kept googling everything, everywhere he could find a job. He could not find a job. he could not find a job. And one day, when he got a chance to talk to one of the managers, company managers, he said, "Look, master, I was just looking for a job, and I know you can use my skills, you can use my abilities, you can use everything I have. You don't have to give me anything. You don't have to pay me. I just want to do some volunteer work. You don't have to pay me anything." And the boss said, "Okay, it's on your side. Then we're not gonna pay you a single penny, okay?" Okay, they got the deal. That guy, he got the work. He came next day. He was the first one at the office every day and the last one to leave the office. He was the best employee, in fact. After 2 months later, one of the top managers quit and they were looking for a replacement. Guess who they selected? They selected this other guy. This guy who is volunteering his time. This guy who's working for free without paying. They selected him to be one of the top managers of that company. So what's the difference between these two guys? They are very close friends, they are similar background, they are well educated. They work at the same company at that first time. For the very first beginning, they were looking together for a new job. One of them quit. What the difference? The difference is eyesight and mindsight. Eyesight is judging according to what you see. If I can see it, I can believe it. If I can see it, I can believe it. Somebody said that like that. But mindsight say, if I can believe it, I can see it. So if you can believe, something will happen to you. And this is not gonna just come in by believing, just thinking about what will happen to you. You've got to work, you've got to search, you've got to look, you've got to speak. You've got to stand up straight and tall and be proud of yourself and be proud of your family and what got you there. To myself, me, Mr. Hani, one day I'm sure if I keep just doing what I'm doing right now, by the way, what I'm doing right now, I could have been doing years ago. But because I did not believe in myself, because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, to be my barrier, I made a barrier myself from the opinions of other people. I shouldn't have listened to them. All of my friends, they were so negative. I shouldn't have listened to them. But at last 2 years, I did not listen to people. And now I'm telling you that you don't have to wait for somebody else to make your life better or decide your life. You've got to only work on yourself. You've got to decide on yourself. I'm not saying forget the rest of the people. I'm not saying forget and cut your relationships with people. I'm not saying end all the relationships with people. What I'm clearly saying is get rid of things that are not making you strong. Get rid of people that are not making you better. Get rid of people that are not putting you in a better place to live a life that you have been given. A life that God has given you from higher power and from high above. From up above. You've got to live it fully before you go to your grave. Guess what? If you died, we will bury you. We don't care about your skills. We don't care about your knowledge. We don't care about your ideas. You will be underground. No one will care about you. So before you die, remember to use these ideas. Remember to use these skills. Remember to use these experiences so that you can benefit yourself, you can benefit your family, and benefit the world. Einstein and Newton, they did not work to just benefit themselves. They work to benefit the whole world. And now, until now, they have big influence in the world. They have a fingerprint in everything we do in our lives. So it's important to leave your mark. Leave your mark. A lot of people, I know many friends, many of my friends say, oh, I have not been awarded by the qualities that God has awarded to the successful people. Yeah. Are you are you sure? What about the other people out there who can work? What about the other people out there who can talk? What about the other people who are now sleeping in hospital, staying in hospital, and they have not discovered a cure to cure their illnesses yet? What about the people? You are still living, you are still breathing, you are still working. This is life. Your life has been given to you by God from up above. You've got to seize this life. You've got to do something that can help this world to benefit. When God created human beings, He created us only to help the world. Only to help the world. But now we are destroying everything that God has created. Everything. Okay guys, until here I can stop. I have a lot of things to say, but because of the time, you're running always of time, I will see you later in next video. Thank you so much for watching BNS. It's Hannibal Cast Wellington.